Hey, good morning guys. Yeah, I'm at a car repair shop. Car's getting fixed right now, so we're on foot. We're gonna make our way down to the White House, get some lunch, check out some things, find a bike, explore the city. Who knows what we'll see? Let's go find out. There's the line for the new iPhone 14. Comes out today. Mine comes in the mail. One bus ride later, we're downtown. Yeah, I do occasionally take the bus. Today, just because there was no bikes around, but there is a bike over there, so let's go grab it and let's go for a ride. And away we go into traffic, into the chaos of the big city. Why is he stopping? Over there is the Mexican embassy. We've shown you that a few times. It's just down the street from the White House. Both Mexico and Canada have embassies close to the White House and the Capitol, respectively. They enhance their special neighborhood arrangement by living in the neighborhood rather than on Embassy Row. That over there is the World Bank. I'm actually been invited to go have lunch there at the cafeteria with a mate. I don't think, not today though. I think today we're gonna have something else. I could just crash and say, hey dude, motorcade. Motorcade. I suspect we have the South African president's motorcade. I think we also have the Somali defense minister in town this week. Let's go take a look. There's no flags. It's a bit odd. For a presidential motorcade, you would expect diplomatic security service to put flags up on the vehicles. But someone is visiting the World Bank president. Someone who wants money. That's a big old Ford. And, none of them have government tags. Pretty odd. So, anyway, there's somebody important visiting the World Bank president, but whether or not he's a foreign head of state, that's a little unlikely because there are no diplomatic security service vehicles in that motorcade. We'll see later today when the South African Prime Minister or President visits the White House. We'll catch his motorcade. All right, let's go back here where there's a bike lane. We're not going to get killed. Maybe. Oh, that's the guy who's being held in Japan for the car accident. They're demanding a meeting with Biden. They've been here all week, or 2 weeks or so. Ridge, and they're not getting anywhere with their protests here. And oh, they got some people down here too. And out here, construction trucks. Bring Ridge home. There are the people out there. Oh, we got some rangers. Looks like they are going to set up for a motorcade here. They're going to close down the half of Pennsylvania Avenue. Let the tourists continue to come out. That comes a bit later though today. Oh, you guys wanted to ask about the tree. Let's go check on the tree, the lightning tree. Some of you are asking if that tree is going to survive. I don't know. But, yeah, this is the tree. That doesn't look much different from the last time I visited it here. The scars are not as fresh. Those lines down the side there, that's where one of the bolts hit, and then there's another scar like that on the other side. Yeah, on that branch. Inside, can you even see it? Oh, pretty dark. Oh! Police cars over there. So the tree is still alive for now. We'll see if it survives next year. So this road over here is known as Jackson Place, and it is all government right now. The government that owns pretty much all of these townhouses, and from what I understand, most of them are kind of connected on the back. The white one there, 716 Jackson Place, that is the presidential townhouse, and that's made available to former presidents, should they so wish to stay there. So Carter, Bush, Obama, and Trump could all stay there if they wanted. I don't think any of those guys ever have. Clinton could too. Clinton and Obama have properties here. Carter stays at the Hay Adams, and Trump has his own golf courses. This is Trowbridge House. It's now the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. Trowbridge House is also a presidential apartment, or former president's apartment. But most of these are all connected on the back, so you can get to Blair House through any of these buildings. 736 Jackson Place. Well, Teddy Roosevelt lived here for about 4 months during the renovation of the White House in 1902. So this was the White House in 1902, 736, for about 4 months, and then he went up to his summer place at Oyster Bay in New York, Oyster Cove, whatever it's called. Oh, they got all the flowers coming out. Let's go down this way. So around this side of the park is Madison Place. We've shown you a few of the houses many times over here. This is Dolly Madison's house. She lived here after they lived in the White House, the Madisons. And then when she was a widow, she lived here. President Madison's wife. That was also the first headquarters of NASA. Showing you that. Then this is the alley, the President's Secret Escape Alley. If the president needs to get out of the White House, there are tunnels that connect him to the building back there, the Treasury Annex. And the president can pretty easily get to that alley, and they can evacuate him from the White House, not going through the main door. Hey man, how you doing? Can I get a little hamburger?
A little hamburger.
Healthy today, but you know, I really wanted a hamburger. And when you really want a hamburger, you gotta get a hamburger. Come to Butthead. So you know how sometimes you eat a hamburger and you're like, when you're done with it, you're like, oh, that wasn't good. I don't feel so great. Well, that wasn't one of those times, okay? That was a really good burger and I'm happy now. Let's go explore some more, yeah? Oh, red lights. It's kind of like advisory red lights, I think. Oh, something's got to be green. So guys, it's about noon here in Washington, D.C., and I'm out on the National Mall, just lollygagging my way across. I think we should go to a museum. We haven't been to a museum in a while, and I got about an hour to kill before anything happens at the White House. So let's go over there. That's the American History Museum. There's a couple cool exhibits in there I can show you. And then we'll go over to the White House and see the President of South Africa arrive and see what else goes on. This is the entrance from the mall. This is a sculpture, I think, called Infinity or something like that. My dad took a picture of this back in about 1978, and he liked it so much he put it up on the wall. So I recognize this, well, for the rest of my life. These photos have been in my house since I was a little kid. All right, let's go inside. Kind of cool stuff. American Democracy section. And back here they have all sorts of stuff from different political eras. There's a wig from the 1770s. This is a writing desk. Oh yeah, this is Thomas Jefferson's desk. And on this desk he wrote the first draft of the Declaration of Independence. So the first draft of the Declaration of Independence was written on this Thomas Jefferson's desk. And over here is George Washington's document box. And it's the Constitutional Convention in 1787. This is where they kept all the papers from that event. Over here's a whole bunch of political memorabilia, more recent that we might remember. Al Smith, Smith Robinson Hoover, FDR, Dewey defeats Truman, Eisenhower, Ike. There's an Ike wine bottle. There's a Kennedy wine stopper. And there's a McCarthy presidential favorite bubblegum cards. Goldwater. Here's a Lyndon Johnson. Here's Carter stuff. Humphrey, Reagan, Bush. Let's make America great again. Reagan, 1980. Look at that. Oh, it's an old one. It's an old idea. Dukakis king-sized cigarette filters. Bush Quail golf balls, Clinton Gore shades, ketchup, barbecue sauce, McCain can, right there. So we jumped up to the second floor here, and this is probably the most famous collection in this museum, the First Lady's dresses and the White House china. So we can go on in here and see the collection. So this space is reserved for Jill Jacob Biden's dress. I guess they're going to use maybe her inaugural outfit. It says it could take up to 2 years to get it, but space is waiting. Let's go back over here. So on the right is Harrison's wife, and in the back is Eleanor Roosevelt, and up front is Nancy Reagan.
This is the suit she wore for the convention.
And this is Herbert Hoover's wife. She wore this. Lou Hoover. Oh no, this was the evening gown, and then this was her day dress. And then this Jackie Kennedy. What's in the back there? That's Francis Cleveland's bodices. And this is Cleveland again. Or is this? No, this is Jackie Kennedy. Jackie Kennedy wore this one. Julia Dent Grant. This is her evening dress. This is the bodices of Frances Cleveland. Edith Wilson's evening dress. And over here is Mamie Eisenhower's evening gown, person shoot. So Lucy Hayes' reception gown. This is Lucy Hayes. This is Wilson. Okay, there we go. That's Wilson. And that's Grant. I remember Grant's wife was really short, so that was Grant, Wilson, and then this is Hayes. And then over here is Mamie Eisenhower. And then this is Grace Coolidge in the 1920s. So she had 2 dresses she donated. All right, let's go over here. So this is Jimmy Carter's wife, Rosalind Carter. There's Nancy Reagan over there. And then that's Bush, the older Bush, Barbara Bush. There you can see him actually waving. Hillary Clinton's dress over here in purple. And then this is Laura Bush. And this is Michelle Obama's dress and necklaces. She is the only naturalized citizen to serve as First Lady. So over here, Dolly Madison. We just saw Dolly Madison's house. That's her dress. And I think this one is as well. This is her embroidered gown. And the other is an evening dress. She's the heroine of 1814. There's a piece of the White House that was burned. And she's the one that saved a lot of items from the White House, from the fire. This is purple velvet Mary Lincoln. That's her tea serving set. Edith Carroll Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt's second wife. So we also saw her house today. Yeah, that's Edith. They had like 7 kids or something. There's a few more over here, okay? Lady Bird Johnson. This is her inaugural gown and coat. So this is a collection of White House china. This is Martha Washington's china. And then the Abigail Adams. Dolly Madison. And then the Monroe table service is made of French firm. This is the other Adams. Is it John Quincy? Yeah, John Quincy the son. This is President Polk. His china. And then this is the Lincoln china, Mary Todd Lincoln's. They used an American company to make this. And then this is President Grant's. French porcelain, decorated with flowers in the U.S. Coat of Arms. You can just see it up at the top. Hayes, President Hayes had state china with a lot of different art worked into it. Art from the American West. Harrison's china, corn and goldenrod pattern, made in France. Edith Roosevelt. English china from Wedgwood. Wedgwood's still around, isn't it? This is the Wilson china. And Eleanor Roosevelt's dishes. And then the Truman china. And then the Eisenhower table service. The gold leaf. Lady Bird Johnson's. And Nancy Reagan. Boy, that was a bold. And this is the Clinton china set. Gold. And this is Laura Bush. So there's an old ballot box. Old days. This is an exhibit about the presidents. Some of the different. These are Eisenhower's golf clubs. And these are some of the gifts received by the Grants and John Quincy Adams when they were president. This is, was this Jefferson? George Washington's chair. This easy chair was next to his bed. He sat in it just before he died. Must not have been that comfortable. All the streets named after presidents. Let's go over this way. Zachary Taylor. Oh, here it is. Abraham Lincoln's hat. This was the hat he wore on his way to Ford's Theater. The last hat he ever wore. Oh, this is Leslie Colfelt. 2 Puerto Rican nationalists tried to assassinate Harry Truman, and he lost his life in the line of duty. Here's Reagan's assassination attempt. These are the badges of Secret Service. That was the standard gun for the agents who protected the president. There's Teddy Roosevelt was the first one with Secret Service agent protection. That was an assassination attempt on, I think it was Ford. Someone pulled a gun on Ford. Like 2 weeks in a row that happened. Wilson, that's right, Wilson, Secret Service. Over here is the drum. Oh, this is when John F. Kennedy. These are the drumsticks that were used for the cadence, marching Kennedy over to Arlington Cemetery. There's Jackie. This is FDR's funeral procession that made its way, well, just down Constitution Avenue, right where we're standing, actually. Right outside. You see me go by that building all the time. Who's this? This is Garfield. When Garfield died, the White House was decked out in black. And William McKinley was also assassinated. 2 bullets in his chest and stomach. He died 8 days later, and Roosevelt became president. And that's McKinley's wallet that he was carrying on the day he was shot. He's buried in Canton, Ohio. Okay guys, we're gonna duck out now. We've seen maybe 1/10 of this museum. I'll bring you back another time. There's a lot of cool stuff here. There's a lot of weird stuff here, but there's some cool stuff too. You know, there's a train downstairs. Yeah, a whole flippin' train. It's cool. Okay guys, so that's a pretty quiet Friday here in Washington, D.C. Not a whole lot going on. Well, you know, that's just life sometimes. Tomorrow though, will be mega cool. In fact, I just got wind of something, and if I can make it work, it's gonna be awesome, awesomely cool. So subscribe if you haven't, and if this all comes together tomorrow, you're really gonna dig what I'm gonna show you. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you later.